Hey guys, I am the math professor, Kyle Martin. In this video, we're going to solve proportions, okay? We have to remember that we solve these by cross multiplying. All right, so a proportion is just a fraction that equals a fraction. Fraction equals another fraction. In this case, we have x over 4 as our first fraction equals 6 over negative 3 for our second fraction. So I need to solve this by cross multiplying, which means I'm going to take my top left and multiply it to the bottom right in this case. Okay, I'm crossing that way. And x times negative 3 is negative 3x. I also have to cross the other way and say 4 times 6, if I cross this way, is 24. Okay, and then all you do is stick an equal sign in between those, and it turns into, in this case, a one-step equation that we should already know how to solve, right? Negative 3 times x divided by negative 3, and x equals, that cancels, so x equals negative 8. Like any equation, you can plug that back in to check yourself, see if you did it right. If I plug in negative 8 into my original red problem, negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2, and 6 divided by 3 is also negative 2. Since those equal each other, I know I did it right. All right, what about this one? Number 2 says 1/8 times x equals 6/7. Now, it doesn't quite look like a fraction equals another fraction at first because x is off to the side. But what this is really saying is 1/8 times x, and I can make x as x over 1. Remember, you can put anything over 1, it doesn't change it. And then if I do the multiplication on the top and the bottom of these two fractions, 1 times x is x, 8 times 1 is 8. So really I can change this to look like x over 8, and that means the same thing. All right, now I have x over 8 equals 6/7. Now it's a proportion. So if I cross multiply, x times 7 is 7x. 8 times 6 is 48. Right, and if I divide both sides by 7 to get the x by itself, x equals 48 over 7. That's not going to come out to be a whole number because I know 49 divided by 7 will. So one less than this, I have to just leave this as 48/7. Your teacher might want you to make this a decimal. The way you would do that is in the calculator, do 48 divided by 7, hit enter, and that'll spit out a decimal for you. Okay, last one we're going to do is x plus 1 divided by x minus 2 equals 2/3. This one's trickier because we have what's called a binomial, or two terms on top here. So I need to multiply all of this times the cross parts, or the cross multiplication of this would be 3 times x plus 1. And then the way I like to do this is, see how I grouped my two terms? I'm going to keep those grouped and write my single term outside of them like this, 3 times the quantity x plus 1. If I do it the other way, here, this is my double term, so I'm going to group that and multiply it times the 2 up top. And again, put my single term out front, and then my group x minus 2. Okay, and I do that because now I can distribute the 3 and the 2 into those different quantities. 3 times x plus 1 is 3x plus 3. Equals, on the other side, 2 times x minus 2 is 2x minus 4. Here, my smaller variable, I like to move that one over, is 2x. Move it by subtracting 2x on both sides. That gives me 1x, or I can just write x plus 3 equals negative 4. Subtract 3 to the other side to get our x all by itself, and x equals negative 4 minus 3, negative 7.